Do you believe you are worth? That good life that God has blessed you with, do you believe you're worth? That new position at work, do you believe it is yours? Do you sit on that seat with confidence, with vigor, with enthusiasm, showing everybody this is where I deserve? Or are you the kind of person who's still hiding because you still don't believe that you deserve it? When it comes to your relationship, when you're in love with your hubby, when he is holding you and showing you off to his friends, do you feel worth? Do you feel like you are there? You are the queen. You should have that. You deserve it. When your children are calling you mom, are praising you, are talking good things about you, when your siblings are saying, wasn't it for you, my sister? What do you feel? Do you enjoy that? Does it sink into you, or are you a person who is suffering with imposter syndrome? Today, I just came to you to help you raise your self worth. And I want to give you a few tips that can help you to come from where you are and to totally believe that whatever is happening in your life, these blessings that God is bringing to you, you deserve them. And there is no one better than you to be experiencing them. You are the right person. You are the right place. I want you to feel it. I want you to own it. I want you to become it. A confident woman, somebody who is not moved by what people said, what people are doing, somebody who never switches off her light, somebody who never dims her light so that the others can shine, somebody who is not settling for less, somebody who is chasing her dreams. That is the person I want us to become, me included. So before we go there, let me quickly introduce myself. If you don't know me, my name is Mary Karoga. I am a women's growth and success coach. I deal mostly with women in midlife, the women who are between the year 35 years of age to around 60. These are women I feel I understand because I'm one of them. And I do help them, first of all, to gain clarity in life, then to build a winner's mindset. From there, I help them to reinvent anew themselves, reinvent a new you. That is what I tell them. Then from there, I help them to set goals and then learn how to accelerate their goals. You know, we are no longer 20. We are this age where we have to fast track everything, or else it will be too late. Career wise, health wise, financially, everywhere, we need to fast track our goals. And so I've learned how to do that for myself, and I now help other women to do that. Over and above all this, I help women to realize their passion and purpose in life, so that whatever they are doing, if it is not serving the inner self, if it is not making them feel that there is a meaning in whatever they are doing, then that is not where they are supposed to be. And then we look for, where is it that you're supposed to be? I help you to find your passion and to find your purpose, and how to establish it even as a business, so that it can start paying you, and you can once and for all quit the place where you are feeling tired, overwhelmed, burnt out, and you know that is not where you belong. So that is what I do for women. I have different programs that I offer, either as one-on-one coaching or on a group coaching. For example, one famous one is called the Grow and Go Beyond. That one is the one that we go through those stages I've just described, in terms of finding clarity, building a new mindset, building a new identity, knowing your self-worth, and knowing your values. Then we go to a point where we are talking about your habits, we are talking about your personality, we are talking about your emotional intelligence level. We go to another point where we are talking about setting goals and achieving them. We are talking about knowing your passion, knowing your purpose. We're also talking about building a better you in terms of personal effectiveness, especially how you manage your money, how you manage your time, how you manage your energy. And at the end of that program, then there is a step ahead where you can decide either to establish your purpose business, your purpose as a business. I'll give you steps where we can follow, and you establish it either as a side hustle. Like, I am proud to say that I run this business of coaching as a side hustle, and it is a creative business. So if you are interested on what can I do with my passion and my purpose, then I do help people to set up aside something that is rewarding on the side. And also, probably if you want to step into it fully, I have steps that you can follow to do that. Then I can also help you in leadership. I have a leadership program I call the Executive She. So if you are interested in any of these programs, I'm going to leave the links to these programs at the bottom of this video. I encourage you to go and check, and especially the Grow and Go Beyond. That is the first step. That is where we start. And I can tell you, and I will leave also some testimonials that you see people who have gone through these programs. What are they doing with their lives? So you are welcome. And also, before we go on, please remember to subscribe to this channel. I do offer videos like this just for self-education, to remind women who we are, what we can do, how blessed we are. I do not want to see women who are crying, who are feeling defeated, who are feeling like life has ended. We are blossoming. When we reach our 40s, that is our start. That is where life is starting. As they say, life starts at 40. Ours is starting with a boom. So come and join me. Let us actualize our dreams. Let us do big things with our dreams. So now, back to our topic for today, self-worth. Are you worth? Do you believe you're worth and deserving? And what I want us to talk about is, why is it that we give our light away? Why is it that we feel like we want to sink and hide ourselves? Why is it that we want to play small? I want us to feel that we deserve and we are worth. And so I want to offer you a few tips that will help you to learn how to feel worthy all the time. You know, somebody said that in this world, you do not rise to what you believe is possible. You always fall back to what you believe you are worth. So even when it comes to money, when it comes to health, when it comes to finances, when it comes to any area of your life, you always fall back to what you believe you're worth. There could be positions out there offering 1 million shillings as a salary or even more. But because you don't feel worth, you believe it's possible. It's not about belief. Of course, you believe it is possible for somebody to reach to that level. And of course, you've seen other people going to that level. But you never believe that even I deserve. I can be one of those who get such kind of a salary. It could be probably health wise. You see some people in very good shapes, and you're wondering, why not me? And sometimes you make all excuses why it is other people who are better to have that kind of a shape, not me. Sometimes it's relationship wise that you feel, I don't think I deserve this love, this treatment. Even when you're with your husband, they know that you're insecure, that you don't trust, that they love you the way they do because of your insecurities. These are the things I want us to talk today about and learn how to defeat them. Let me tell you, you have to always know that I am worth and deserving. And there are actually three things that are very important that you believe you are worth. That is, you have to believe that you are worth of respect. You are worth of respect. Then you are worth of love. You are worthy of being loved and also of loving someone else. You are also worth of consideration. Consideration is when they are making decisions in the boardrooms, they should also consider my name. I deserve to be there. So it's not when they come and tell you, Mary, we have seen you're the right person to give this position to. You start doubting yourself. You start telling them, oh, I don't think I have what it takes. I don't have the qualification. I don't. Sometimes we talk ourselves out of our own blessings because we don't believe we are worth. So what do you do to gain your self-worth? And what is self-worth? Number one, self-worth is all these words we add after the word self. You know, self-love, self-esteem, self-confidence, self-care. All those things are what encompasses self-worth. And amongst them, the biggest of all is self-love, self-compassion. Do you love and embrace yourself just the way you are? It does not mean you don't have weaknesses, but can you first concentrate on the best things that you have? And you do. Can you first appreciate the person God has made you to be? Can you appreciate the beauty that you have? Can you appreciate the skills, the experience, the expertise that you have? That is where it starts. Are you able to give yourself something we call self-worth? And there is something that Wayne Dyer said: if you don't love yourself, nobody will love you. And not only that, you would also be good at loving others. Because we said you love yourself first and then you love others as you love yourself. So if what you have to yourself is not love, then what are you offering the world? That is not love. It is the hatred or the resentment or whatever it is that you serve yourself. So you have to learn to love yourself first. That is the key or the bottom line or the building block of self worth. And you deserve to feel worthy. You deserve to know that wherever God has placed me, I deserve to be here. Those goals that I have, those dreams I have, yes, I deserve them. I deserve to drive that car. I deserve to own that house. I deserve to serve in that capacity, probably in the government, probably in my society, probably in my church. You deserve. And no one else can do it better than you because you do, and it is you. It is yours. So I want us to empower ourselves. And there are four small things that you should do to empower yourself. Number one, know your values. Have some principles, some guidelines. What guides you? What do you stand by? What are the principles you're not willing to compromise? When you have some principles and you're not swayed from left, right, and center by anybody who wants, you know how to stand and say, this is what I believe in. When you are like that, you will never feel inadequate. Your values are what will make you a very proud person. Once you know that when I meant a no, I said no. And when I meant a yes, I said yes. I am not a wishy-washy person. I do stand my ground. I do know how to say yes, to say no, to make firm decisions. I do not worry what other people are doing as long as I stick to my principles. That is one of the areas that you need to really check. What is it that you value? Is it family? Is it money? Is it, and it is okay to value money. Don't let anybody come and tell you that what you're valuing is wrong and so you should follow this kind of whatever they believe or whatever they think. Be yourself. No, for me, this is what is most important for me. My career is what is most important for me. My family is what is most important for me. My health is what is important for me. My spirituality is what is important to me. Know what it is that is important to you and protect that area. Do not allow people to come and tell you how to lead your life in that area. Just stand by your principles and you'll see how much it will boost your self-worth. Number two, raise your standards. Standards is all about what are your expectations of yourself? Do you have boundaries? What is it that you say no to? What is it that you settle for? What are your musts? Do you have some goals in your life that you're saying, this is a must? This is no longer a choice. This is something I must achieve in my life this year. This is something I must achieve in the next 5 years. Do you have such? Because standards is all about which areas have you been saying it's okay? It is okay. Whatever they have given me or whatever they have done, that is fine. That is okay. You are settling. You are compromising. You have no standard. You have no boundaries. They step on you the way they want. That is lack of standards. Standards are just a level higher from where you are. That is what we're saying. You raise them. Wherever you have been settling, you decide no more. I am going to the next level. You make a few things must. Stop saying I should, I should, I should. You know, there are so many things we say. I think next year I should start a business. I think next year I should start exercising. I think next year I should start saving. I think next year I should. Should never get met. Make them a must. Next year, I must start saving X amount of money from my salary. Next year, I must start my business. Next year, I must go back to school. Next year, I must. Those are standards. So, what are your standards, my dear? When you raise them and you live up to them and you accomplish them, then there will never be a prouder woman than yourself. Number three, upscale your market value. And here I want to be blunt and ask you, how much are they paying you? For the service that you give, for the sweat, for all the things that you have sacrificed to be part of that company, how much are they paying you? Is that all you are worth? Is that all that you deserve? Is there anything better in the market? And it is you who have settled for very little. Even if you're in business, how much do they pay you for your service? Are you charging a premium price? Or are you feeling inadequate and charging something small because you feel like you don't have what it takes to give them the best that they can get in the market? How much do you feel you're worthy when it comes to your market value? And let me give you a secret. Sometimes we think that I can lift my market value by going back to school, getting another paper and another paper and another paper. Let me make you laugh. Most of the women I'm helping right now, most of them are doing their PhDs. Now, in this country, I do not know the value of a PhD. Truly, I'll say that very bluntly. It is the truth. There is no difference. You won't be paid better because you have a PhD. If you're not looking to become an academic, if you're not looking to write books and research to be awarded in terms of what you're contributing to the education industry, please don't do another PhD. Don't go for another paper and another and another. That's not what the employers are looking for. You need to know what is it that raises my market value, and I want to tell you what it is. It is your ability to add value in other people's lives. Even that employer, when they called you to come and serve them, what they were looking for is for you to come and accomplish something that they cannot accomplish by themselves. So it is the result that people are paying for. You might think it is your papers, but I want to challenge you and also to enlighten you. No, no, that is not what they are looking for. If you give them a good service, you will grow in that organization. If you specialize in something, and let me tell you, I tell people we are like gold. And first of all, we have to ask ourselves what makes gold one of the most expensive metal in the world? And some qualities is that it is rare. It is rare. And then it is beautiful. It is unique. It has been refined. If you get a piece of gold from the refinery before it is refined from the mining, just the way it is, it will not impress you. You won't be able to pay hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars for it. It won't be impressive. But after the refinement, it becomes a beautiful piece of a thing that you want to spend all your money on. And that is the same with us. Refine yourself, refine a skill. I am not saying refine yourself academically because that is somewhere we are all failing. You keep on going back for another paper, for another paper, for another paper, yet you're not developing a skill. You're just getting the academic qualifications. Now, the problem with academic qualification, everybody has them. I used to be proud when I got my master's. Then I looked around, everybody had one. Yeah, so if we go for an interview, I, with my 20 years of experience, there is also a girl there with the 2 years of experience, but we are equally, paper wise, we are equal. There is nothing I have that they don't have. And then it is upon the employer to look at other things that will make them decide who to hire. So I want you to know that, and especially if you are in this age category that I'm calling midlife, we are not too young, we are not too old, we are in there. And actually, we get so forgotten if you don't know. So, unless you wake up and you want to establish yourself as somebody they can also count on, somebody that they should inquire about, somebody that they will be proud to have on their team, then you'll be forgotten. And what you need to do, refine your skill. What is your expertise? So if you're just an accountant like me, is being just an accountant enough? Try to specialize in one thing. Probably become a forensic auditor, a data analyst, a best credit manager in the team. The people know if you have a debt that has not been corrected, talk to Mary, talk to Anne. They are the best in that. Whatever it is you'll choose one thing. And I'm using accounting because that is where I am. That is the field I understand. In your own field, are you a doctor? Are you a judge? I have people, like I have even a client who is a judge. Whatever you are, that field you are in, nurses, HR people, whatever it is, even if you're in mining or whatever, what is required? What can you offer that is different from what everybody is offering? That is how you raise your market value. Now, what happens when you raise your market value? How does it end up being a part of your self worth? If you want to answer that question, let me ask you, how worthy, how deserving, how proud of yourself do you feel when you don't have money in the pocket? When your children are sleeping hungry, when you have not paid school fees, when you have debts, how worthy do you feel then? So you cannot leave this behind. As you develop your self worth, can you also get some money, please? It is part of the package. Number 4, change your relationship with failure and rejection. Now, you can have all these other things that we have talked about. You have values. You have raised your standards. You have even a good market value. They are paying you well. But you have failed in something. You are feeling guilty or you are feeling like a failure. Now, again, in that situation, how self-worthy can you feel? How self-compassionate can you feel? Failure and rejection do affect our feeling or our sense of self-worth. But do you know what? You do not have to allow it. What you need to do is change completely how you view these two things. And I'll give you a clue. Failure. Failure is just a learning opportunity. See it as a learning opportunity. I tried this thing, I did my best, but it did not work. And that is not the end. I will try again. Let me see if I changed component A or component B of this process, will it work better? Improve from your failure. Do not go back. Do not think that you are a failure. You are not a failure. It is the system or the process or the market. Something else failed. You as a person, you are still this same person who can succeed in anything you put your mind to. Change your relationship with failure. Rejection. What if when you have done your best, they still do not see? They still call you names. They still talk behind your back. They still say things that are really demeaning. For us, especially like accountants, we spend a lot of hours making reports. And especially when we know there is a board meeting coming on or the next AGM or what something is coming up. I'm telling you, the hours we invest in there. Some people even sleep in the office. But imagine after you have done all that, you present the report and your boss asks you, what is this? What were you doing the whole night? I cannot see. This is not good enough. Go back and repeat. And that is what I'm calling rejection. There is nothing they see that I'm doing that is better. They keep on demeaning me. They keep on pushing me down. What do? I want you to redefine the meaning of rejection. It does not mean you're inadequate. It does not mean you don't know what you're doing. It does not mean that you are not qualified enough. Sometimes rejection is God's protection from people who do not have your best interest at heart. Sometimes let them reject you. Actually, move on. If it is an impossible boss, move on. Look for another area where you can be appreciated. Even if it is in your personal relationships, if they are not working and you're feeling that you are paying a lot of price to be there, it is a high time you just said, enough is enough. Why? Because if somebody is not able to appreciate you and your efforts and what you're doing, those people do not have your best interest at heart. They are not going to push you to the next level. If anything, they are always going to pull you down. So whenever they reject you, when you see they don't want to walk the journey with you, be happy. Tell God thanks, because it is His protection from such people. I hope, my dear, all these areas have helped you. That is how we raise our self worth. If this is an area you're struggling with and you'd like some help, actually, what I've just offered you is a section of one of the modules in my coaching program that I just introduced at the beginning, called Grow and Go Beyond, in a module that I call Reinvent Yourself. And under Reinvent Yourself, we look at your identity, how to create a new identity. We look at this area of self-worth, how to create your self-worth. Then we look at how to build resilience and how to build self-confidence. Those four areas will make you reinvent a new you, an unstoppable you, a person who goes and chases their dreams without anybody telling you to stop. Nothing can stop you. So for you to become that, and if you're willing, then please click the link. I'm putting it here on top of this video right here, or down in the description section, you'll get the same link. Please go and enroll for that program, and I'll be able to walk a journey with you that will help you to raise your self-worth among so many other self-development areas. Last but not least, let me remind you to share this video. Let me tell you, there are so many women out there, even though they seemingly outside look like they're thriving, like life is all okay, most of them are suffering with these areas. I talk to women most of the time, and I can tell you, most of them are suffering with these internal battles, like you don't feel self-worth. So you can do them a favor by just sharing this video. If you learned something, if this helped you, please share. Just start with your group, any group you are on in WhatsApp. Just share this link. Let them listen. And they will change and they will thank you for it. So I hope we can grow together. You are very welcome in my circles. Please subscribe to this channel. Let us continue talking. You'll be receiving more of these videos. I am here to serve you. Until next time, bye-bye.